Oh, you have to have it. That's part of the deal.
Yeah, but I'm not
No.
It's okay. You can pick out the
It's the
meat.
time of the pandemic. You can't pick about what you eat. Okay? You're going to go to school. You will be doing a lot of math. Then you'll run to the next class. You're going to be running around the building, okay? There's going to be a lot of running around. Then you'll do your next class. Then you'll run to the next class from there. You'll work very hard for a few hours. And you'll have a moment. You'll have about a minute or two to kind of stop and talk to your friends. Then you'll run back for more math. That'll be another 3 hours of math or so. You get a lot of time to make
Not
up.
3 hours, but
Yeah, about 3
yeah.
hours. 3 hours of math.
Okay, we're not going to be running. We don't have classes.
That's the way you guys are going to fit in PE. It's going to be very different. You're going to be running around. You're going to be at school till nighttime. Okay?
it's gonna be different than it used to be.
It's going to be Saturday. You're going to be up in the morning on Saturday. You're going to be back in school Saturday morning. Okay?
What?
You got to make up a lot of time. You
Yeah.
missed 2 weeks.
Yeah,
Okay?
2.5 weeks.
We don't have school yet. We're going to be coming home and going back to sleep and watching some movies. But you guys, fortunately, you're going to be back in school. You're going to be running about. Okay? It's going to be great.
No, it's not.
Yeah, no, I think it'll be good for you. Be a lot of enrichment, a lot of learning. Doesn't sound good? Yeah, I think it'll be good.
Oh, well, if I can't see my friends,
You can see them, you just can only speak to them at certain points of the day, probably for about 15 seconds. You know, you say, hey, how you doing? You know what's going on? How are you today? And then they'll be like, silence! And then you guys will get back down to math work. And that's really what's important.
you know, we don't.
It's all different now. Don't tell
all
me what you
different.
do and you don't do. This is education in the time of a pandemic, okay? So,
Changed it all.
yeah, it's going to be very different now. Just get out of the way, ladies, so I don't run you over. Great. Wonderful day.
What if for lunch you fall?
You don't want the broccoli and the stew, you're saying? You don't have to eat anything and they'll send you right back. You get a little extra math to snack upon. Okay? It's really, tell you what, it fills the belly well. A little math work.
You mean we're gonna eat paper?
No, I mean that
No,
your soul will be nourished by extra math work.
Yeah.
And it might not be, you might be hungry physically still, but spiritually you will enjoy some math work, and you'll feel full because of it. You'll feel fullness in your heart because knowledge will be resting there. Okay. And we got to get back. Make sure we get back because we're going to start watching. Sorcerer's Stone as soon as we get back, so we can fit in all of them. No, we're gonna watch all of them today, though. We're gonna have like a party.
That's not fair.
No, it's okay.
High
We
school
gotta have
kids
fun
get an
things to
extra
do.
day.
Yeah, we gotta have fun things to do. So we are going to.
But you can't touch any of my toys. And especially, you cannot touch Lucy May.
Well,
You touch one hair on her head, she's not gonna.
you
Be really
look.
mad at you.
Does she have hair?
She has a horn.
Oh.
If you touch
I
the
won't touch
little
any hair.
pointy-
No hair.
If you touch the little pointy horn on her head, you will be in big doo-doo.
Well, you should worry right now about getting into a zone and getting into a mode where you are excited to learn. You're ready to learn for a long time, many hours straight. And this is going to be how it is, probably even for the summer. You're going to get up very early. You're going to get in there. You're going to hit the math. You're going to hit the math bag hard, okay?
You're gonna be a whiz at
And,
math by September.
No, unfortunately, as it turns out, I think that you are also going to be here in school while Mom and I are in Cape Cod,
Oh!
which is a bummer.
I know.
We're going to miss you.
You're gonna stay with Grandma.
We're going to send you a couple postcards and let you know how it is. Let you know about the warm sand at the beach.
And you have to get me stuff.
That we can't do. That's actually something Mr. Green talked about, that we need you to start to Francis, there aren't any toys in that backpack, are there? If there are, we got to take them out. Mr. Green was very clear about that. We can't have any toys at school because
They
we
spread
really have to
germs.
be focused. You guys missed 2 whole weeks. Okay, so you got to make sure that you are toy-free. It's a toy-free building now. Yeah, get them out of there. Sorry, buddy. I know. What? I feel bad.
Garter's gonna.
Oh, gotta get back home and get into my jammies. Watch some Harry Potter.
Stop it.
What? I'm just excited to have some time to rest. Lollygag about with Lucy May and the others.
No,
Big pile
I'm
on
not
there.
touching her at all.
See, when you're at school doing math work, there really isn't a whole lot that you can do. So.
Can I hug Buzzy?
No? Okay, that's nice.
Ozzy's staying in the car.
Okay, we'll keep Buzzy in the car. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Say no more. Say no more. Say no more. Yeah, okay.
Okay.
We are. No, you don't. Look, we're going to be back at 7:30 tonight. All right, that's when you guys are going to be getting out of school. We'll come home, we'll wash up.
Here.
What are you talking about? You're talking about there's no one here.
There's a car back there.
See that car back there?
Yeah, that's Mr. Green's car.
Wow, you're gonna get extra math work. You're gonna be the first one here. That's awesome.
Okay, I think this was a prank.
What?
What are you talking about?
It was totally a prank.
Huh?
What are
Why
you
do you
talking
say
about?
that?
Because there's no one here.
What?
There's no one here.
Yeah, no, you're the first one. So let yourself in and start getting work done. Okay. Do you know what today is?
It's April 1st.
Yeah.
So April Fools.
It is April Fool's Day.
Yeah, I knew this was a prank from the start.
Oh, did you? Yeah. Okay. Alrighty then.
Ah,
I said it.
I said you. Yeah.
you're a good sport, kid. You took your toys out of your bag.
That's right. You're ready to get in there. Maybe we should bring you somewhere and drop you off to do math all day.
No.
I think there's some buildings that are open. There's a little warehouse where we could bring you.
Just drop you off. No one else is in there.
Okay. Good work, George.